I don't think this looks like crying, does it? If I go, ho, 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 no, I'm starting to crying. Ho, ho, ho. I'm sorry, guys. It must have looked really stupid. The reason why I did that, though, is because I'm talking about Eureka 7. Now, in Eureka 7, somebody has to cry in, like, every episode. It gets really kind of ridiculous. But I'll get to that later. This series actually is really just a love story, a really cute love story between two people. Eureka, I know it's Eureka, and Eric. I'm going to slaughter their names. And it's really kind of a puppy dog love story. In many ways, it's really kind of cute to watch, but really kind of frustrating in a lot of ways as well. However, don't be fooled. This storyline's not just some cute love story. It deals with a lot of darker stuff. Everything else in the series, and believe me, there's a lot of other stuff in this series, is complex. It gets really kind of deep in some aspects. It deals with genocide, religion, alien races. I guess what you could categorize as racism in general, and I guess alien racism as well. And it's a very complex show. In fact, I'm kind of glad that I spent the time rewatching all 50 episodes again, because watching it the second time through, it makes a lot more sense. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I know a lot of people probably watching this haven't seen it, even though it ran on Cartoon Network for like forever. And it's definitely a show worth watching and checking out. The voice actors in this show are spectacular. I mean, when people say, what would good voice actors be? I'd say, Full Metal Alchemist, and then I'd say Eureka 7, because they really have really good voice actors. The animation in the series, when it was produced, is spot on. And believe me, it is some of the things that they do with the images, especially with the alien race, or the, I guess, natives to the planet, I don't want to give too much away, is spectacular. In my opinion. Also kind of horrifying. I'm thinking of one scene in particular. The overall characters in general are pretty interesting. A lot of the characters are a little flat, but a lot of the main characters and the characters surrounding the main characters actually are rounded to different extents. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but their storylines in particular are also pretty interesting, which is something that a lot of animes fail to do. I think what was in particularly fascinating was how they dealt with a character, and I'm going to say her name wrong, but Anemone, I can never say her name, but she's basically the foil to Eureka. I don't know. I'm mispronouncing that name too. Might as well mispronounce them all. But she's a really fascinating character because the storyline kind of mirrors Eureka's, and it's just interesting to see the differences between the two. I know that doesn't sound that interesting, but if you watch the series, you'll know what I mean. Now to go on to some of the problems with the series. Number one, the first 10 episodes are horrible. They're a waste of time. They move really slow, and they're a pain in the ass, okay? The other complaint that I have in general is that they cry way too much. I mean, I'm serious. There's just too much crying, and there's so many mood swings in this series that it's just kind of gets ridiculous, and it becomes kind of unbelievable at moments. The other aspect of it is, and I think I said this a moment ago, is that the puppy dog love story gets frustrating because, like I said, like I think I said, is like whenever they like look at each other or touch each other in any way, hold hands, it's like this huge deal. It's mind-blowingly important, and it just kind of, I don't know, it was cute to watch for like the first few episodes, but it kind of got old kind of quick, in my opinion. Some of the comedy in the series is funny, but also some of it was kind of flat. It's a really kind of well-rounded series though overall, and I definitely recommend looking at it if you got the time. There's like 50 episodes and a movie, so it's not extremely long. However, like I mentioned earlier, the first 10 are really hard to get into. Yeah, and after those 10, it does get better. But if you're on like episode 15 and you still hate the series, just you have my permission to stop. I don't know. It's definitely a show that I'm glad I watched again though, and I think I understand it a lot better. I will. One quick spoiler alert. Oh wait, I guess I should give my ranking first. I give this show a 4.5 out of 10. I mean 4.5 out of 5. It's definitely worth checking out, and there's a reason why it's on Cartoon Network, and that's because it wasn't a bad show. Though, and then again, that's not a really good argument because there's a lot of shows that have been on Cartoon Network that I don't think are very good. But this one's an exception to that rule. The last thing I'll say about the series, and this is spoiler alert, and it's one of the last complaints I have about it, and it's very simple. This entire show was very cutesy love, and it got really frustrating to watch how slow the romantic development was between the two characters. And I know that sounds really creepy. Like, that would creep me out if somebody else said that. But when you get to the end, it's almost anticlimactic, okay? Because you knew it was coming, and it's kind of frustrating. I tried to say that without giving too much away. But if you watch the series, you'll be on like episode 40 and you'll come to the same conclusion as I do, that they just should have just started dropping what happens at the end before that. That's about as vague as I can get about talking about this. So I hope that helps you decide whether or not to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, I'm not going to hold it against you. I don't really care. I don't think I could hold it against you, like even practically speaking. Also, I apologize. This does not look like crying. And I'm sorry I started the video like that. Anyway, that's it. Have fun. Bye.
Oscar, do you know how to talk? Good girl, good girl. Oscar, is it snowing outside? No. What? You did not just do that. You did not just do that. Did you just... Okay, you guys, that's fucked up. How'd you do that? How'd you do that? Are you smarter than I think you are? That is incredible. Did you guys see that? Did she just nod? Oh my god. I have a smart German Shepherd. I have a smart German Shepherd. Are you good at math? Do you know how to count? Okay. Obviously, I don't think she wants to count. But that was actually really cool. That was really, really cool. She like shook her head. Well, you're okay. I'm just scratching you over there. You're okay. Alright, that's it for this video. Bye.